Hi, good evening. Welcome to our channel. My name is Emma. I have a 10-and-a-half-month-old daughter named Ren, and I talk about motherhood. I talk about living in 275 square feet in California. This is our life. Some of these videos are more informative than others, and I just kind of chat. Ren is usually with me. There she is. So we've just come back from the park. Ren's not feeling or hasn't been feeling so well and is on the mend, and we try to go to the park at least once a day. She's really active, and I've put up some videos about us in the park. She loves it. It is not my job at the moment to entertain my kid, and I'd like to invite you to consider that it is not your job to entertain your kid either. There's so much out there to entertain our children. It doesn't even have to be fancy toys. Ren doesn't have anything that has like batteries or noises, and I want to say that that's for her benefit, but it's partly because it's for my benefit. And she just plays with whatever there. Lately, you know, a shoestring, a neon pink shoestring has been a huge hit. The other big hit, just empty bottles of things, right? Like, things are entertaining the kids, and especially at the park, right? So these structures are built for our kids to be entertained and enjoy themselves and get out there. It drives me bonkers to be at the park and hear the amount of intervention by parents of kids of all ages. Again, kids play really well together for the most part. The pandemic was definitely too big of a piece. Yeah, good. The pandemic has obviously put a bit of a wrench in that because some kids are needing a little bit more kind of socialization or what have you. But generally kids play, just leave them alone. This is a very like preachy, opinionated video. Usually I'm just talking about my life and stories, but it is so incredible. And also, so it's not your job to like entertain your kid, not my job to entertain my kid. It's also not our jobs to like command and direct our kids as they're playing. Go here, do that, go down the slide, turn there, play with this, don't play with that. Really, really intense. And there's a good chance that my daughter's gonna be bossy because if you've ever read the book called The Female Brain, it's part of the development when they get to about 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, that little girls socializing tend to, you know, become managers. Let's call them managers instead of bossy. But I'm hoping that she doesn't learn that as much from me, right? It's not my job to like tell her where to go and what to do. She's perfectly capable of doing that on her own. So it drives me absolutely nuts at the park when I hear parents telling their kids. So the kid's on the structure, right? Like on the playground structure, and the parent, mom or dad or whatever, is down below saying, go here, go down the slide. Hey, go down the slide, go down the slide, go down the slide. It's like, maybe he'll go down the slide, maybe he won't. Why is it so important for you that he does what you want him to do? And it means that when you actually want them to do something like important or specific, that actually means something, they're maybe not as likely to listen because all they hear is just direction. We're just constantly directing. I just don't think we're mindful as much of our language. So I'm still learning. Ren's only 10.5 months. You know, she's not at the age yet where she's talking back or she's got so much of an opinion, whatever. But I say nothing at the park. And it's such an interesting social experiment. I'm sure I look like the worst parent ever because kids come up to her or come around her and I just basically say nothing. I don't tell them to be careful. I don't tell them not to be careful. I'm a lot closer. I have a confession, which is that last week a little kid bit Ren on the face, like right here, like total zombie apocalypse style. I had never seen that with other kids, and it didn't even occur to me, but I was just slightly further away and just slightly around the corner, and their guardian wasn't anywhere near her, and I looked up and she was like taking a chunk out of Ren's face. Ren has healed. I'm healing emotionally still, but so I'm a little bit closer at the park, but I generally try to give her her space to do what she wants. Maybe she'll go down the slide, maybe she won't. Maybe she'll go up there, maybe she won't. Letting them be. So I say nothing. If she's at the top of this slide, one of the things I say is, I'll be at the bottom, right? I'm here, I've got you, I'm at the bottom, but that doesn't mean she's gonna come down the slide. How's that going? Oh my goodness, this is a hit tonight. Look at that. That's almost an empty bowl. I'm gonna give her some of mine because that's easier from where I'm sitting. So yeah, so I'm at the bottom of the slide. So it's like, just reminding her that mom's here. Oh, there's a lot in her bib. Just kidding, it's not an empty, it's just transferred. Yeah, let's get this back into there. So yes, reminding her that I'm at the bottom of the slide. Other than that, I really try not to say anything. I hear things like, careful, you're going to fall. Careful, you're going to fall. Just think about that. Like, why would you tell somebody that? Why would you even just put that in their mind that they might fall, right? And I looked and the kid was perfectly fine. I can understand if your kid is a bit aggressive, right? Like, I would have really appreciated the girl who bit Ren last week's guardian a little bit closer, because she's going through a biting phase. Again, it's just a phase, but she's going through it, to be a little bit closer. So I can understand there are some circumstances. So there's always a bit of gray. Ren's not a huge fan of the green beans. Well, it's because they're not fully cooked, which I like, but you don't like as much. I can give you this one. So yeah, it's not black and white, right? There's a gray area. It just surprises me. And I follow, as much as possible, the Montessori philosophy and Rai parenting, and just letting our kids be our kids. And I've talked about this in other videos. It got me a bit riled up today at the park. And also, yeah, Ren's perfectly capable of entertaining herself. So why don't we give her a bit of the moment here. Are you on camera? That's a very full mouth. You don't want to? Okay, bye. Thanks for tuning in. If any of this resonated or if you appreciated my rant, don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.